Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. As Mr. Scotty said, my name is Maggie Leighton, and I am honored and excited to speak about Lowell Mason and music education tonight, because school music has shaped so much of my life. I was president of my high school chorus, dance captain of our show choir, and a member of the Massachusetts All-State Chorus. I even performed my vocal talent on the National Miss America stage. I graduated this spring as Leominster High School's valedictorian, and I'm now a freshman at Harvard University. And it is through this that I know the discipline, creativity, and joy that music gave me were just as important as any AP course. Music is where I learned leadership, teamwork, and confidence. It gave me the courage to stand tall and use my voice in moments like this one tonight. And my story isn't unique. When students have access to strong music programs, they don't just learn notes and rhythms. They learn expression, collaboration, and leadership. I've seen students apply these skills everywhere, even in hands-on trade programs like carpentry or electronics. Music gives students a sense of belonging and purpose, and those become essential building blocks of their future. That belief that every child can benefit from music brings us to Lowell Mason. In the early 1800s, there was no such thing as music education in the American public schools. But beginning in 1837, right here in Massachusetts, Mason convinced the Boston School Committee to add music to the curriculum. This was the first time in U.S. history that music was officially taught in public schools. The story of school music begins in Massachusetts. Mason wasn't pushing for music as an extra. He believed music was essential for every child. Not just the wealthy, not just the gifted, but all children. From Massachusetts, his vision spread across the nation, shaping the school choirs, bands, and orchestras we know today. But Mason's legacy isn't guaranteed. Even today, music programs across our state face challenges: budget cuts, uneven access, and the constant need to prove their value. When music is lost, opportunities are lost, not just for future musicians, but for every single student who deserves the chance to find themselves through music. We know the research. Music education strengthens academics, brain development, and emotional health. But beyond the data, we know it in our hearts. We've all felt the power of a school concert, the pride on students' faces, the connection across a community, the joy of creating something wonderful together. That is what Lowell Mason saw, and that is exactly what we must protect. That's why supporting school music in Massachusetts matters. Supporting means attending concerts even when you don't have a child performing. It means encouraging school leaders and legislators to prioritize music as a complete part of education. It means advocating for equity, making sure that every student, no matter their zip code, has the same opportunities. Now, I want you to imagine a Massachusetts without school music. No elementary chorus at winter concerts, no jazz band at graduation, no marching band at Friday night football games. That's not a Massachusetts any of us wants to see. But it only takes a few years of neglect, a few round of budget cuts, for that possibility to become real. Now imagine something different. A Massachusetts that fully embraces its role as the birthplace of American school music. Imagine every single school, urban, rural, suburban, offering strong, vibrant, supported programs. Imagine students not only learning music, but using it to build bridges, to understand differences, to express who they are, and carry those lessons throughout their lives. That is the vision that Lowell Mason set in motion in 1837, and it's up to us to continue that work. So tonight, I leave you with this challenge. Be an advocate for school music. Speak up for music in your schools, in your communities, and in our state. Remind others that music is not a luxury, it is essential. Essential to our education, to our heritage, and to our identity. I know firsthand how music can shape a life, and every single student deserves that chance. Lowell Mason gave us the foundation, and it's up to us to carry his vision forward. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.